Hi. It's me, the author of The Bible 2. So today we're looking at another Christian movie, The Resurrection of Gavin Stone. But I'm kinda treating myself. This isn't the typical zero-budget, direct-to-streaming Christian movie. This one actually came out in theaters, which I know because I actually saw this one in theaters. Really. My mom wanted to, okay? Now, while I still hate Christian movies, this one is also a rom-com, and, I don't hate rom-coms. Not all of them, like I'm not gonna throw on just He's All That or 13 Going on 30 and then enjoy myself. But the good ones, like When Harry Met Sally, The Big Sick, The Notebook, maybe I like those ones, okay? Maybe those ones make me feel like there might be someone out there for me. Maybe those movies make me feel hopeful that one day someone will love me despite my many flaws. Maybe I'm gonna cut that last part out. But will this movie qualify as one of those few great rom-coms that make me want to reinstall Hinge? Who's to say? Well, actually, I do because I've already seen it, but shut up. So before the movie even starts, there's a logo for WWE Studios. Yeah, this movie is produced by The Wrestling Company. Is there any wrestling in this movie? No. I guess one of the characters in this movie is played by wrestler Shawn Michaels, but that's the only connection. How did this collaboration even come about? Maybe it's just me, but Christianity and pro wrestling aren't very closely tied in my mind. Watch out! The film then starts with every screenwriter's favorite tool for exposition, the news, where we learn Gavin Stone is an alcoholic former child star before cutting to him in police custody.
Not a miracle worker. The party went too far this time.
You trashed the entire rooftop of a hotel.
Take a look.
I love how trashing a rooftop is this PG movie's idea of a celebrity scandal, whereas in real life, let's just say that's nothing. He's informed he has to complete community service for his hometown's church.
Maintenance at a local church.
Church? Like God and choirs and all that?
Like God and choirs and all that? Do Christians think non-religious people are that oblivious? No, unfortunately, you guys have done such a good job instilling your beliefs into our culture for the past several centuries, mostly through colonization. Even us unsaved people end up knowing way more about your religion than we'd like to. After moving back in with his father, who he's been estranged from, Gavin arrives at the church.
Toto, we are not in Los Angeles anymore.
Oh, he quoted Wizard of Oz but replaced the word Kansas with the word Los Angeles. That's funny. But why is the cafeteria full of kids what made him say that? He's never seen a cafeteria before? They don't have those in Los Angeles? He runs into the church's pastor.
I'm Alan Richardson. Pastor Alan Richardson.
Is it just me, or is Alan Richardson the most movie character sounding name? Like, the writers definitely used a random name generator for that one. Alan tasks Gavin with mopping the bathrooms, and that's where he first meets Kelly.
Ha! Whoa! What are you doing?
No. Sorry.
Hilarious. But Kelly is actually played by comedian Anjelah Johnson, who I remember thinking was really funny when I was younger, so I was surprised to see her in this movie. But then I watched some of her stand-up again, and
I used to do a joke on my first DVD where I talked about Christian rap music and Christian rappers, how like it's so cheesy, like what you gonna do, bust a cap in the devil, like what? Right, like what's her name, Ludacris? Coming to the stage, Jay-Jesus. Right, like so cheesy.
Let's just say I'm not as surprised to see her here. This movie's jokes are about on par with hers. So Gavin asks her out, but she's not into it. But that night on his way out, Gavin notices they're holding auditions for the church's play.
My name is Anthony Matthias Roundstone. I'll be performing a monologue from Heinrich Ibsen's A Doll's House.
Yeah, this movie can try all it wants to have a funny audition montage, but it will never live up to the one in Diary of a Wimpy Kid.
Every now and then I get a little bit terrified, and then I see the look in your eyes. Turn around, bite eyes.
Gavin asks Pastor Richardson if he can complete his community service hours by helping with the play instead of by cleaning. But he's told all cast members have to be Christian, so Gavin lies and says that he is.
I am one.
You are what?
Christian.
You're a Christian.
Yes.
You are.
Yes.
Really?
God, please don't remind me of the Chuck E. Cheese movie.
Yeah! Yeah! No! No? Yeah! Yeah! No!
Now allowed to audition, he blows away the competition with a Shakespeare monologue, leaving Kelly no choice but to reluctantly cast him as Jesus Christ. So I guess we're gonna ignore that Jesus actually looked like this. I guess Jesus is just one figure that society is okay with whitewashing. So the next night at rehearsal, Gavin's ignorance is able to garner a couple of laughs from me.
I'm playing Peter.
Peter.
The first disciple. Basically, you know, he's like the rock of the church.
Oh, disciples. Yeah, the guys in the painting.
Gavin, you're supposed to be sleeping.
Supposed to be sleeping? Why?
That's what it says in the Bible.
Oh, right.
But these moments aren't nearly funny enough to be the best jokes in the movie, which I don't want to spoil anything, but you know, they are. Gavin once again asks out Kelly and is rejected, so he instead goes to hang out at the house of one of his castmates, Doug.
I am basically now just a mechanic and a family man.
Look at his wife's photoshopped face. Like, the rest of the picture looks pretty real, but just her face. Some of the other guys join them with a pizza, and Gavin notices Kelly in one of Doug's pictures.
So she can have fun.
How is that one picture evidence that she can be fun? Because she's smiling in it? Call me crazy, but maybe she was just smiling because, you know, her picture was being taken.
Kelly? Yeah, she's just under a lot of stress, especially being a PK.
Pretend I don't know what that means.
PK, pastor's kid?
She's Alan's daughter?
That's not a thing. Christians do not have a shorthand for pastor's kid. If you're a Christian and you're watching this, that's unlikely, but on the off chance that you are, comment, is PK something that you guys say when referring to the pastor's kid? Because I don't believe it. She's a PK, you know, pastor's kid.
PK, pastor's kid?
To impress Kelly, Gavin researches Christian etiquette and shows up at Sunday Mass ready to flaunt what he's learned. But he's surprised to learn that his idea of church service is a little outdated.
So where's Kelly?
Why are you whispering?
It's a church service.
And this reads to me as the movie being like, I bet you didn't know church was cool now, huh? I bet you didn't know we played rock music and let you dress casually. Because we're hip, we're progressive. What's that? Oh no, women still aren't allowed control over their bodies. Let's not get crazy. Just be grateful for the rock music, okay? Later, after a mishap involving a harness cable that Gavin had set up for the production, Kelly blows up on him.
And what you still don't get is this is entirely opposite of who Jesus was. He wasn't about spectacle. He was humble. He made himself low.
Really? Jesus wasn't about spectacle? Not even when he cured a man of blindness or walked on water or, you know, rose from the dead? Not that I believe Jesus actually did any of those things, but, you know, Kelly would. Later, after everyone else leaves, Alan checks in with his daughter.
Has the greatest story ever told become a one-woman show?
I wish. Then maybe we'd be on schedule.
Okay, can I tell you how much it bothers me when people refer to the Bible as the greatest story ever told, which they do a lot?
Has the greatest story ever told become a one-woman show?
The greatest story ever told is a magnificent picture.
It's a story for young and old. The greatest story ever told.
Mostly because religious people generally think the Bible is a true story, right? Like they believe it actually happened. And to me, that's justification enough to worship it. You don't need to also lie and say that you're entertained by it. Like, if I read, say, a textbook about the American Civil War, just because I know the story it tells is historically true, doesn't mean that also needs to be my new favorite book. So yeah, stop calling the Bible the greatest story ever told when that title belongs to the Raimi Spider-Man trilogy. Does the Bible have a scene where Jesus starts dressing emo and dances down the street? I didn't think so. So Kelly complains to her dad about Gavin and he advises her to be patient with him. Then the next day they cross paths while Kelly has a young girl with her.
Hi Rachel, you gonna have fun out there?
She's hearing impaired.
Oh, that's... Hi, I'm Gavin.
Whoa, he knows sign language? I thought he was a jerk, but now that I know he knows sign language, that changes everything. I mean, everybody knows it's impossible to be a jerk and also learn sign language. We're then shown that rehearsals begin to run more smoothly as Gavin gets invested in the story of Christ. Things go so well, in fact, that Gavin finally convinces Kelly to go out with him after rehearsal one night. There, he tries to get her to loosen up by telling a joke.
Okay. How do you make a tissue dance? Put a little boogie in it.
I mean, it's better than her stand-up.
I love Jesus, okay? Yes, I do. But I will punch a hoe.
Afterwards, Gavin drops Kelly off at the church. Does she live there? I know pastors live next to the church and she's the pastor's daughter, but she's also like 35. The next day, they go on a radio show to promote the play.
You're listening to WAAY, the best in Christian radio.
Being the best in Christian radio is too specific of an achievement to be impressive. That's like being the smartest cat with stripes that lives in Ohio and has 3 legs. After struggling to relate to Jesus' humility, Kelly has Gavin meet up with Doug.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Kelly said you'd be coming by.
Yeah.
Welcome to CFSM. Cars for single moms.
Cars for single moms is so something Christians would do because they don't have husbands, so who else could help them fix their cars? Us men, we do cars for single moms, and then all the church's women, they do baking for single dads. Maybe I'm reading too much into it, but you know, probably not.
Rusted catalytic converter detached from the exhaust system. The VCT solenoid valve needs replacing, and there's a significant binding in the brake pedal linkage.
Yeah, could I maybe get that in English, Poindexter?
I have no idea what those words mean.
I was close. So Gavin learns humility after seeing the woman receive her fixed car, and then Kelly comes by to say hi.
Got a little smudge or something on your outfit here.
It's very funny.
Thanks.
It's been so long since I've been touched. So because this is a rom-com, right before opening night, Gavin gets offered a role in a TV show that shoots at the same time as the play. Gavin feels like he can't pass it up, but when Kelly finds out about it and confronts him, the truth comes out.
What kind of Christian is this selfish?
I'm not a Christian. Okay? Do you really not know that?
Oh no, he bailed on the show. That's really too bad. Oh no, the awkward guy's gonna have to be Jesus now. That's really too bad. Oh no, the Hollywood director is forcing Gavin to break his sobriety for the TV show.
Mike, I'm clean, man. I can't. Fine, don't worry about it. Enjoy the drink, loosen you up. It's for the character, remember?
That's super unrealistic that a director would do that, and it's also really too bad. Wouldn't it be nice if, and I'm just spitballing here, Gavin ran off the set of the TV show and returned to Illinois just in time to perform the play? So exactly that happens.
I was wrong. I was wrong when...
Yeah, we get it. Then we cut to the day of the opening performance, and after a weird establishing shot that really focuses on this disabled extra, the play starts.
The Lamb of God who takes away the sin of the world.
Gotta love those excited whispers when he walked out. Did they not know what play they were seeing? Were they surprised to see Jesus show up in a church play? And honestly, these scenes of the performance go on way too long. They probably thought that it was during these scenes where any non-religious people watching the movie were gonna get converted. Well, sorry guys, but
it didn't work.
So the performance is a success, and it's implied that Gavin and Kelly will get together as the movie closes with their absolutely hysterical banter.
Oh, what about Moses? We could build a big boat in here.
Noah.
Noah! Him too! Maybe I could direct that one.
So that was the resurrection of Gavin Stone, and while I am not recommending this movie, it's not particularly charming or funny or well acted, I will say that compared to most other Christian movies, this one's pretty harmless. It doesn't really push any problematic ideologies and is mostly just a simple story of a guy finding a sense of community where he least expected it. But also, I can name at least 10 better movies where that exact same thing happens, so... This movie apparently cost $2 million to produce, and it grossed $2.3 million. That's good because you know if they made a lot of money, they would have donated most of it to pro-life organizations. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go cry over that canceled Scoob sequel, so bye.